a hooligan clique. You be rapping by on moving the bricks. You talk about now we're doing it, pricks. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard talk career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, sit high.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
First and 10 from the 32.
Delta. Here we go. One straight. Green 19, got that. Hey, can. Right.
Here's Hall once more. They're working a couple of yards past the line. And on the South had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right.
They go right back to Hall. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down.
Hurry up.
Working quickly here.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Out. Extend. Delta.
Here we go, 4th down. It's Fields. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. And goes to the hurry up here. Play action. Hurts has it. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. The Jets take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Tight end in motion right. You're going to run with Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence. Coming into this building, they can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
Looking to tack on 2 more. The Eagles and Hurts to the line.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Has it at the 2. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
8, Jets nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Green Knight.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 13-yard line.
Chip Slant. Hey, never mind. Monday. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Completed over the middle. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Fields looking to throw this. And he makes the catch, and just like that, we're right back even at 8 apiece. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Sent to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver. On anyone, huh? Yeti. Tiger Hornet. Alpha. Delta.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Jukes another one. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
43 yards. That's another Eagles first down. A gain of 43 yards.
First down, a run with Barkley. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and yard.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Great. Set. 180. Delta.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver to the goal line. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call, and what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Braylon Allen with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Good pickup, and he's denied that first down. The stop comes at the 32-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
So third down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. The Eagles into the nickel. Third down coming. Fields gets it out wide quick. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets earn the chance to tie before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shipley now to return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
On the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
No touch, Tiger Hornet. 73, 73. No touch.
A play fake now hurts to throw. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play good for 17 on a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Hurts throwing again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. And the Jets get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Here we go. You good. Green 19, you got the duck. All right.
A pistol snap, Fields. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 158, 158, sit down.
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Green 19, that's it. Set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. They set up the screen here for Hall. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Let's go. Turn on, front. EQ. Hey, Ken. Right.
Throwing on first down, Fields. He's got it near the 8. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Don't. Hey, Ken. Turn. Hey, Ken. Go.
From the red zone on 1st. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets take the lead just before halftime. It's an Adnan.
My haters, I wish them well. Get up on my level, I'm sending them straight to hell. We all in your city, your name ain't ringing a bell. All this motion on my cell, you would think I got it for sale. It was Friday, I met him up by the shell. He took me to the bank, cause he sent me too much for